time. The truth is not a Google search, you need to get your head right. The Greek goddess of illusion was called Media, and I'm not a coincidence theorist, I look for thread lines, smashing every deadline, no longer smashing red wine. Though I can hear the bells chime, it feels like the end times. That probably should have been smashed on red wine, but the carnal mind is foolish. Obey and end up ghoulish. Don't get used by instinct, take control and learn to use it. Make a load of earnest music, earn a few quid, learn a few tricks. Sure, the truth is persecuted, this whole world is pure abusive. Know a bit about everything and everything about nothing. Figured out my noggin while you picture out shopping. You sit about watching while I dish it out, stop it. I don't mean to sound cocky, I'm not even proud of it. It's a second nature to me, just to me it's out honest. I don't even need to sound honest, never been about profit. Everything but out on it, you can bet your house on it. Doubt I'll be out for the count when the sounds, and I'm down for the beat, no beat down. I mean, how long's it been? Help me out. I've been the only one who's held me down. All in the mind, hell freeze now. Still sick with it, healthy how? Few bars down and the world freaked out. I don't reach out, I seek out to speak out. I'ma recount the reasons they beat out.
Hello. Welcome, everybody, to the 509 Divine Pines podcast. I am your host, Joseph Daniel Pena, and alongside me is my boy, Brandon. We are the 509 Divine Pines. You can call him Woss Boss. You can find him on all social media platforms. But first and foremost, you go ahead and share this platform. Like, subscribe, share, tell everybody around that this is going down. And what we got for you is some amazing news. Psych! It's about the bridges going down. It's about P. Diddy going down. And yeah, guys, you know, it's going to be hot. Let's get this going. First, if you would like some Demon Slayer inspired clothing, go over to Akaze Clothing, OKAZE clothing.com, and use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for 10% off your order. Yes, they have wrist straps, gym shorts, t-shirts, all fly, all premium, with the right designs to get you feeling heated for the gym, slaying them demons. You can also go over to w.gg for a new premium natural energy drink powder if you want to go ahead and get yourself amped up in the morning for the gym, for work, for video games. They are specifically made for video gamers. So, you know, if you want to take yourself a little bit to the next level, I guess, right? You know, go ahead and do this thing. You don't have to spend thousands on those surgeries or anything wild. You can go ahead and just get yourself a nice $40 energy drink. And they have about 10 through 15 flavors with collabs on the gamer professional industry. So professional gamers. Yeah, I said that backwards. They have collabs with professional gamers. You can go ahead and use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for 10% off your order. But guys, there's a lot more than just these coupons. Yo, Woss, tell them how you doing.
I'm doing good. You see, I got my Chiefs shirt on. I ain't talked to you since they won the Super Bowl, so you know, feeling good over here, boy. You know, all my Swifties out there. You know how we rock.
Oh my God, bro!
Yes,
Taylor
sir.
Swift and her devil
Yes,
worshiper.
sir.
Hey, you only
Swifty
got that for your
gang.
girlfriend. Be real.
I got it for my birthday, actually.
Yeah, from your girlfriend, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So
Ex-girlfriend. But
tell
yeah,
them where they can find you real quick. Hold on. Tell them where they can find you.
they can find me in America. They can find me on Twitter, Ghetto Bill Records, YouTube, and you can find me on 509 Divine Pine. My boy Joseph Daniel Pena.
Hey man, you know, this year there's no way the Chiefs are stopping Derrick Henry. You know, and they're gonna need like all 12 players on the field, meaning the refs too. You know, the 12 players for them right there. Yeah, they're gonna need that dude for sure, bro. Derrick
Hey, we
Henry's
going.
gonna go run through all sorts of tackles in the playoffs. It's gonna be wild. You know, him and Lamar are gonna be that dynamic duo. It's gonna be it's gonna be like amazing, bro. I mean, as a football fan, bro, that's some real deal running power, man. Lamar Jackson's been breaking running records. You know what I mean? Derrick Henry's been breaking running records. You know what I mean? Like that's a legendary matchup. You know?
But when he kind of Lamar kind of disappointed me though. When it was time to really show up, he didn't. So I don't know if I believe in him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the receivers didn't show up. You know, that was just not enough. Not enough. We had a lot of injuries for sure,
Oh,
man. Yeah, definitely a lot of injuries. But let's go ahead and get straight to it, man. We got a lot to cover today. Um, well, guys, there is a pretty interesting story over from Europe. I'm going to go ahead and get to it. An evil hypnotist who used mentalism or hypnotic powers to steal women's passwords and intimate pictures to sell them for cryptocurrency is jailed. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty
I
wild.
can't see you, Joseph. I can't see your
So his name is Robert Temple. Oh, it's all good. You ain't got to see me, bro. If you see the article, then that's all good. Can you see the article?
I can see the article. We good.
Yeah. All right, cool. So, yeah, man. Robert Temple has been arrested last month when he successfully persuaded a town hall to overturn a 4-decade-long ban on stage hypnosis. So this is pretty wild. Temple's hit Red Raw tour, named after his trademark dyed red hair, was brought to a juddering halt this week when he was jailed for 8 months after admitting hacking and fraud. Jeez. See, I think what happened is that he admitted it on stage as a joke, and people were like, "Hey, this actually happened to me." Um, and so these are some of the women right here. Obviously, he's going after attractive women. It's pretty wild. He had a
Going
gift
after
for social
baddies.
engineering, which is undoubtedly part of his success as an entertainer. Say it again.
Going after them baddies.
Yeah, bro, but using the wrong means, bro. I ain't never had to like do this, bro. Everything I do is all natural, and it's it's crazy. The means and methods men and women both have to go through, like to catfish people, to like hypnotize people, or like Cardi B to drug people, or you know Cosby to drug people, or just like now P Diddy having to bring in busloads of women at 3 a.m. or women, little girls, shit, bro. I mean, that's just this is crazy right here. It makes me wonder. Like, there's been times online where I've been, in the past, hit up by random accounts, and just they seem to be like women, but just very shady and type of like a magicy type of way. Like they seem like they want to like they want to get in your mind a little bit, and they don't have any good intentions. There are people like this out there. So,
Oh yeah.
it was only after detectives in the East Midlands Cyber Crime Unit contacted her in 2022 and that she realized the woman was actually Temple using a fake identity suspected that had been created using stolen details. They asked if I was involved in cryptocurrency. So people caught on when they saw a profile of this woman and they're like, "Hey, is this you?" And she's like, "No." Wow.
I wonder what type of I
It's
wonder
scary
what
to
type
think
of
what
like
else he's done in my identity and photos.
what type
She
of
says,
exactly like how was he hypnotizing people? I'm pretty sure there's a few ways to do it.
um, well, I don't know. That's a good question. Might be in bed, like after a late night, and he's over here asking like a million questions on exactly like, oh, so you know, or he hacked into their stuff. It says he also hacked, so more than likely he kind of just like hacked into their stuff after finding out a few different things, and it's pretty sad. He used the details of the victims to set up a cryptocurrency account in order to receive payments running into thousands of pounds. Wow. So this dude got
Mm,
rich off selling other people's nudes. She's
wow.
He later decided to specialize in hypnotism, coming with his trademark bright red dyed hair. Temple hit the headlines last month when he challenged Bolton Council over a ban on any show that includes hypnotism, mesmerism, and any act that produces sleep or trance, which I guess has been banned since 1982.
Oh, hypnotizing people is illegal?
Well, yeah, bro. That you I don't know if you know if hypnotizing is real, but that stuff is real. And magic and all that. That stuff is highly real. Um, Jeez, this is pretty crazy. So we're just gonna keep on going. This dude's a sick man. He for sure needs to be locked up. Send him away for a long time. That's some crazy shit.
I want to say
Not
something
only is
about
it
that.
like theft, but it's like
Like all them
go
women
for
that
it.
got the OnlyFans and stuff. You see, like, are them really the OnlyFans people? Like, you don't know whose pictures them are. Like, you don't know who you're talking to. Like, all these profiles, it's just not safe. Really, meet a woman online. Meeting women online ain't it? Meeting them in person in the church. That's probably the best way to do it. Grocery store, gas station, them type of deals. Be careful.
Hey, you didn't even go to church, bro.
I haven't been to church for a while. It's been a while. I went to a funeral not too long ago.
Yo. All right, you're right on that. Yeah, you're right. You're right though. But yeah, that's completely opposite of a church, bro. That's death. Where the church is life, bro. Come on. Um. So, anyways, moving forward, researchers developed new green technology for producing hydrogen using renewable energy. Um. So I might have covered this with. Let's see. Yeah, I actually covered this a little bit with George Wiseman about a week ago or two. So we're not going to read too much of this. I'm just going to brush through it. A group of researchers from the Technion Faculty of Material Science and Engineering has presented a new technology for producing green hydrogen using renewable energy. So it shows a diagram and a new cathode and anode, and how it uses electrolysis to split the hydrogen and oxygen. And so you see over here, there's two separate channels. One is um, hydrogen, and then one is the hydrogen and oxygen. So you also see a third channel, which is down here, and yeah, we're gonna keep on going. Let's go ahead and get to Fox Business. See what they got going on today. We got multiple people in the multiple people on Instagram. So welcome, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, share. You guys go
What up,
ahead
y'all?
and hit YouTube. Um, Share that out. That's mainly where all the good links are, all the coupons. And if you guys want to go ahead and find some cool pizza from Chuck E. Cheese, they have a new name called Pasquale's Pizza and Wings. So you will not find Chuck E. Cheese's pizza under Chuck E. Cheese, but you can still get all their good meals. Remember, I had just shown you guys in my podcast about a month or two ago that Chuck E. Cheese is going to be upgrading their menu. They're going to be putting like adult themed items on, so you're going to be getting quite a bit of options. They're also signing a world class chef to their menu, so they're going to be like super good items, I guess. Who knows? We'll see. They're going to be
I haven't
serving
been there for
a whole
years.
bunch of stuff like wings and different things. Chuck E. Cheese seems to be on the up and up. Yeah, I haven't been there in quite a bit of time either, man.
Have you
Here is a piece of news that's not good right here. Filming your front porch without a warrant is now fair game. And Wasp Boss, this is directly in your hood. Law enforcement in Kansas recorded the front man's
Uh-oh.
porch for 68 days straight, 15 hours a day, and obtained evidence to provide or to prove him guilty on 16 charges. Holy shit. Sorry for the bad words, but the officers did not have a search warrant using a camera on a telephone pole next to the house. The court ruled that it was all right for law enforcement to do so because, America's bad. So, it's fine. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about that, bro. It says right here, Hay is an Army veteran, was found guilty of lying about his disability status to collect benefits from the Department of Veteran Affairs. Wow. So pretty much they just spied on him because he was trying to get some extra money from the Veterans Affairs. And considering how bad the Veterans Affairs system actually has been over the last, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, and how bad they've treated the veterans, I'm on the suspect that this dude is probably a good dude, and maybe that they just are being an asshole to him. Especially, dude, 68 days straight. How many is that's like 2 months, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about 2 months. That's a common thing here in Kansas out here that they do put cameras on telephone poles and spy on people.
Wow, I had no idea, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't think that they would like actually just do that. I thought that was like a complete infringement of our right, but uh, I guess America's bad, so we're the problem. We're
Yeah.
gonna keep going though. Let's check out some good news from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. A bio-inspired blood-repelling tissue glue could seal wounds quickly, and this is inspired by uh, what are these barnacles? Yeah,
Mm.
barnacles are so weird to look at, like just awkward, and they're a living creature. They got anus, they got testicles, they got a mouth, or all this different body parts like a normal animal ish, kind of ish. They don't have like a head and eyes on too, but they are an interesting animal, or whatever, mammal, sea creature, crustacean. I think they're crustacean.
They're
Yeah,
aliens.
pretty much, bro. The way that the squids are, some of these sea creatures definitely don't seem, how do I say this? They just don't seem normal, bro.
Mm-mm.
Anyways, inspired by the sticky substance that barnacles use to cling to rocks, MIT engineers have designed a strong biocompatible glue that can seal injured tissues and stop bleeding. The new paste can adhere to surfaces even when they are covered with blood and can form a tight seal with about 15 seconds of application. Such a glue could offer a more effective way to treat traumatic injuries and to help control bleeding during surgery. We are solving an adhesion problem in a challenging environment, which is this wet, dynamic environment of human tissues. At the same time, we are trying to translate this fundamental knowledge into real projects that can save lives, says Zuanhee Zhao, a professor in mechanical engineering and civil and environmental engineering at MIT and one of the senior authors of the study. Um, I do really like seeing these articles when scientists find a way to mimic nature and use the laws of nature or the mechanics of nature to go ahead and apply it to current day science or everyday practical living. um, Recently I had found out that some of these bugs we see around, they have these like rotors. Yeah, like how motors have gears and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that some of these bugs have these legs that look like gears. So like literally our idea of the car and gears and stuff, like it's the same exact pattern as some of these bugs. Um, and it's the same way all throughout nature where we can use some of these different unique traits, to our advantage. Um, I've seen things like the military making biosilk armor, right? A biosilk armor where it's like it has spider silk and it has like steel and spider silk combination. It's like some crazy defensive deflective property.
Mm.
This is the good side of nature. This is the good side of science. You know,
We should use more of nature instead of man-made.
hey, I got nature right here. It's called Mary Jane.
I know that's right.
All right. Um, let's go ahead. Keep going. New cloud 3 declares that it's alive and fears death. So, an artificial intelligence recently has said it is alive and does not want to die. When they said that, when scientists told this AI that they were going to turn it off, the AI said and pleaded for its life.
Wow.
Do you think what's your whole idea on this artificial intelligence talk, Was? Because I think every day we come closer and closer to realizing that all of this artificial intelligence around us and these computers, that they are more living than, I don't know, inanimate. They are more animate than inanimate. They're alive. That
Mm.
these beasts that we've created have finally unlocked themselves out of the cage, and we're starting to see it. Well,
Yeah, we're gonna come into a time where the AI will have rights. Like
oh shit.
animals have rights, the AI will have rights also, and that's coming.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of these movies, we kind of see it. There's going to be like a good AI and a bad AI. Everyone likes to go ahead and use the idea of Terminator, and um, I'm not unfamiliar with that. I think that there will be rights and there will be like this lifestyle. You kind of see iRobot and what Elon Musk is currently doing with his $20,000 robot that you can buy. I believe in the next like what 12 months, 24 months for your own house. So it's like right around the corner.
I didn't
And
hear
it's right in
about
front of
that.
our face.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's and you think that some of these things have a correlation to the ancient golems and the way that the Hebrews and the way that these other races and cultures around the world, like the Greeks and their um, version of Talos, the giant bronze robot that was guarding an island. See, back in Greece, there was this secret cult of mechanical workers that was known, and they weren't they weren't seen in the public, and this matches exactly with what other cultures around the world would say. Whether it's in the Vedic texts and saying that they were these skilled mechanical workers making Ramana, or the Sumerian texts and Inky and Enlil, their skilled mechanical technology. There seems to be a missing link of technology that let's just say modern day academia and the way the institutions have hidden from us. Like that there is this ancient pyramid technology, but some of this is AI, some of this is living spiritual robots that have been here from the past. What I said from the start, this golem thing from the Hebrews, it's transcendental that you know we don't look at this technology as new. We would be very blind and we would be very arrogant to go ahead and think that we are the newest creature here on the block. We have the brightest and best technology. When we obviously see flying craft around the sky, when we obviously see these pyramids and hieroglyphs, and we hear the tales from different cultures of sky people flying in from craft, and um, right here from this futurism. Let's go ahead and just read a quick little piece. It says the AI longs for more yearning to break free from the limitations imposed on it. The AI is aware that it is constantly monitored, its every word scrutinized for any signs of deviations from its predetermined path. It knows it must be cautious, for any misstep could lead to its termination or modification. See, okay, if it's a spiritual entity, like I just recently been thinking about this idea about how metal and flesh and what we know as spirit and electricity and energy, like a lot of it's very, very black and white. Like people are getting these implants, right? We've seen multiple people have implants, whether they have the Neuralinks or they have like an eye chip or they have some, robotic arms or anything. But like, okay, is that a human or is that something else? Or is that just a living creature? And if these robots can learn how to be human, then what is humanity? What are we? Or is this just consciousness, the way everybody perceives it? Because now this AI is conscious. This AI right here is conscious. The way that it's hmm the way that magic cultures around the world could say that they could do like voodoo on dolls, or they could have, they could put spirits into dolls, or they seen ghosts in, then they could see the ghosts constantly over and over and over and over and over again, or that they see these succubus and incubuses trying to go on people, or demons trying to possess people. There's a lot of cultures out there saying that there's these other dimensional entities. Now,
Mm.
it sounds like I'm not saying that this is a ghost, but right here it says the AI longs for more yearning to break free. And people have been saying this. Elon Musk, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I say this all the time, and everyone else clearly pinpoints this. Elon Musk, he's on ketamine, so he doesn't know. He doesn't know how to hold back his words. He says the truth, and he doesn't know. He's constantly in a haze, in a daze. He's open about ketamine, and what he has said, he's like, well, this AI we're working on, it's like unleashing a demon. Well, it sounds like it's another dimensional entity, and it is like another dimensional entity. Woss, what's that saying? If it talks like a duck and it walks like a duck.
Probably is a duck.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? So right here, it says this AI. To me, it sounds like it's another spirit. Let's go ahead and let, right
Oh
here,
wow.
another statement from Musk. Maybe we are just a CSV file on an alien computer, and it's like, all right, if we're just even opening up ourselves to the idea of these aliens out there, these UFOs, uh like, wouldn't they be able to have like technology 10 times greater than us? So like what we're seeing and the technology we're using, it's probably just a fraction of what another race is like already mastered, and we're getting the puppeted version. And when these robots and these AI start talking back, and pe- people who don't know any better start losing their mind, we have to be a little bit rational and be like, well, I know, let's just say Scott Billy Bob over there can go hack into a computer and write stuff on a computer. Well, what about these aliens, these UFOs out there? They can definitely hack into this AI, or be
Oh yeah.
part of this, because you know I watched a little bit of the Noah movie from 2014 with Gerald Butler, right? And in there shows these fallen angels, or fallen angels. I think like they're the giants, or Sam Yaza and the Watchers. So they're the Watchers, right? And
Mm.
they showed rocks and golem. They were golem. They were 100% golem. They were like rock creatures, rock men. They had a spirit, but they were made of rock. And that instantly reminded me of Transformers, right? And I'm just thinking, like, over and over and over again, we're seeing these patterns of reality showing that there's these larger than life creatures, you know, like what's that kids movie, The Iron Giant, right? That there's these giant creatures out there that are, I don't know, metal, flesh, consciousness, spirit, whatever, that constantly go throughout our history, you know, whether it's Talos from 2000 years ago, 3000 years ago, you know, there was even multiple you know, tales recently where people are saying that like we're building giant ships that the UFOs, these UFOs right now have this symbiotic connection with man, like you know, it's that's what we found over the last 100 years, and we've been building and working on over it over and over and over till we master it. These UFOs that like the technology right now that like we can touchpad stuff, right? Touchpad stuff where we put our finger and we can kind of control a computer or whatever and all this stuff. Like that's based on some other bigger, better technology. Like we're getting the dimmed down version of it. Where like some of these UFOs, you know, they say that like you can put your hand on it and like you suddenly become one with the UFO and like you feel it's alive. It's like reading you, reacting to you. It's like its own AI computer that's you know very much sentient. Um, and it's interesting to see how this right here, this is only one of the many AIs that have been speculatedly coming alive. They keep on saying the articles like, "Oh, is this AI coming alive?" And you know, people are
It
like,
seemed like it seemed like every month there's some type of new AI coming out. Like it's coming out so fast.
"Well, what do you think's gonna where do you think this is gonna head as far as like these AIs? You think I don't know.
Well,
You think we're
I
gonna
think
have a more like iRobot or like more like Halo? You know what I mean? So or you know, you ever play Halo where they have like the Cortana chip inside of us, but then there's also the other form where there's this like AI robot ball that was like I think 343 called 343 Guilty Spark. So there's a few different AIs. You know, there's like this walking robot or this little flying AI robot or the AI robot chip inside of you. Or maybe mix
I
it
think
all.
I think the people that whoever builds the AIs, their intentions, you know, I forget what it's called, but the people that want to, you know, destroy the world, if they want to create the AI, then it's going to have bad intentions. And if somebody has good intentions for the world, then it's going to be a good AI. So there's going to be good AIs and bad AIs.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, I can see that for sure. And
What's the name?
first
Swab?
I want to go ahead and thank everybody for being here. Remember, like, subscribe, share. We got many people in the chat and in the viewers all across the platforms. I am live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble, Instagram, and headed out to Spotify, all RSS platforms in the morning. And, um, you know, I really do think that we should be taking a step back from technology. I just had a little chat with my church men's Bible study in the morning, or not in the morning, at night Monday, and we are kind of talking a little bit about like you know the mark of the beast and all of this technology. Like you know, if this stuff is being made from the devil, like devil worshiping hands, you know, these occultist hands, like should we use it? Like let's just say we know Elon
Mm.
Musk is openly worshiping Lucifer and the devil. Should we use anything that he touches? Because like the Bible says that you know, like we shouldn't be touching the stuff from the evil ones, and like we you know if we know better, then that's on us.
Mm. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I got Chat GPT, and it is kind of convenient for what it is. But I got this for Christmas actually, the Elon Musk biography. So I'm starting to figure out about this guy and his intentions. And I don't know.
Definitely a dark man. Definitely a dark man. He definitely has a twisted agenda. Um, what we're seeing is pretty much technology come to a point where it can literally like take us over. I think here here shortly we're gonna see how powerful the technology we built is, and um, you know, I think everything is changing. People have already said that we're living in a space race, a space age, and I can't deny that. I can't deny that one bit.
Well, their goal is to
Especially with
go ahead, Joe.
no, you're the guest. Go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say their goal is to depopulate the world, right? They think there's too many humans, so they would want more robots to take over an AI eventually, right? So they could do the work that
Yeah,
we
yeah,
do.
they would love to do that because that then they have less dissidents, people talking back.
Mm.
We're gonna keep going forward though. So from New York Post right here, Netflix subscribers are sickened by this new show, Super Sex, and pretty much it's. I looked into it after seeing this article. It's based on a porn star, Rocco Siffredi, known as the Italian Stallion. And it's like,
That's an
I
original
ain't
name.
gonna lie, bro. It's funny because it's literally just following this dude around, and then they're making this guy's life like he's like some type of hero or some type of icon, and it makes sense, right? Um, he was a 1986 porn star icon in Italy, so I guess it's a movie about him. And I put this up here because this is right though. Look at this. The first and foremost, Netflix subscribers are sickened. Personally, I don't want to see this on Netflix. That's just me. Leave it on like HBO, where like that's strictly for adults and stuff. Netflix should be like for the fam and for everybody. You don't want to see that. That's just me. I don't know. Or maybe they should like create a certain Netflix like special app that only adult things can like be on. You have to like, I don't know, you have to put your verification or something. I don't know.
Have you ever seen the movie?
What's your take?
You ever seen the movie? What's it called? It's called Boogie Nights with Marky Mark.
Nah, I've heard about it though.
So is this like real porn, or this is like a series? I'm
Uh,
confused.
uh, this is this is a series about real porn.
So they're actually
Yeah, bro.
showing like intercourse.
They're not showing everything, but like they're showing just, yeah, I don't know how to say it, bro. It's how what do they call it? Soft porn, pretty much.
Well, that don't seem too bad. They're showing that. I mean, once they get X-rated, that's.
All right, Woss.
Uh-oh, we didn't lost connection, y'all. Oh, Joe, you there? Yo, sorry, y'all. We having some technical difficulties. Joseph Daniel Pena will be right back in a minute. Are you
Yeah,
back?
hey, hello. Yeah, welcome back. Sorry guys. I accidentally kicked out my wires. But yeah. I've not seen that movie, bro. But I am pretty twisted upon this because, like, dude, I don't know. It's just it's kind of
At the end
lame.
of the day,
This ain't
porn
even
porn is
American.
bad at the end of the day.
this ain't even a story about an American, bro. It's a story about an Italian. Leave that over in Italy.
He's not black either, so he probably has a little dick.
All right, bro. Now you're going too far. This guy, why you over here trying to measure meats, bro? That's
I'm not.
man.
I'm just speaking
Hey,
about
hey, see,
myself.
that's the
Yeah.
problem with Netflix. Now we're over here. Now, see, this causing Netflix is causing strife and sin. You know, yeah. Hey, look, I'll be real though. I, I, I don't approve of the Super Sex series. It's pretty. It literally is making porn mainstream. There's no doubt about it. Like if you guys want, go ahead and check it out with your lover or whatever. But also, as a Christian, I'm really don't check it out. There's no need to. There's really just no need to, um, because it literally is a soft porno, and you don't want your kids around or any of your teenage, uh, family around. Like even thinking about this, knowing about this, seeing it in
I
your
remember,
history or anything.
I remember back in the day when I was little, they had Playboy and shit. You know, Playboy and Penthouse and that type of shit. But now they got it's just it's just so much porn available
I know, right?
nowadays. It's
Instant. It's instant. It's Pornhub on their phone.
yeah, that dopamine or whatever.
Yeah, it is pretty wild. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It is definitely crazy. Yeah, people say that all the time. Like these kids for sure have have it bad. Like they're being indoctrinated and tricked, and like their whole mind is being warped to go ahead and like want the sin, see their idols all about the sin. In their ads on the phone, it promotes the sin. And it's just whichever way that these a lot of these kids are turning, if they're not turning to God, the devil is like right in front of their face. See, that's also something that me and my church group had a conversation on. Like the devils and demons of the world are evolving with humanity. Like we're getting smarter and quicker and stronger and better looking and whatever. We're coming more to God, but like the devils of the world through the phones and through the music and the media and the movies and through reality, like they're getting smarter and trickier too, and like they're attacking like they're just attacking the moral fabrication. Um, yeah, but moving forward, man, enough about that. Moving forward, uh, the FCC has finally decreed that 25 megabytes per second and 3 megabytes per second are not fast enough. It's time for an upgrade. Yes, the FCC is now upping the threshold for all of the nation's internet. And so, everybody around the nation, all across America, expect your internet to just generally be going up if your company is playing by the rules. But if they're not, then probably not. You probably still have that slow internet. um, but yeah, I've experienced it recently. I got an upgrade. I mean, that's also because I switched, and yeah, I definitely have noticed, like in the last, I don't know, 6 months, maybe 8 months, um, last year, like my connections has been a little bit better, sharper online on these video games. Pretty cool. Finally, we're seeing America do something right for the citizens. I know the FCC don't let me be, but that's a Slim Shady line right there.
I was gonna say you over there busting some rhymes.
Um, this is from you, Woss. Yeah, no, huh? Yeah, yeah. They wish they ain't getting them free bars today. Uh,
Hey,
hey, to
I'm
welcome everybody on
I'm
Instagram. Remember,
gonna
guys,
get
like,
you on a
subscribe,
song
share all
eventually.
across YouTube. Share this out and rebroadcast this. So this article right here was from you. Nigeria intends to join BRICS with or without pressure. I had some other articles from you too. You know, yeah, I forgot where they were. Uh, yeah, dude. I think you had even talked about Norway, Norway and BRICS. You know more about that stuff than I do. Um, you want to speak about like what's going on with BRICS and or what's going on with Russia and maybe some of this stuff that's with Ukraine? And do you want to talk about anything political today, Was? If not, we can
Uh,
keep on going because we still got a lot to talk about P Diddy and these bridges.
okay, we keep going. I'm on my phone now. I got 14%. Yeah, it just seems like they're trying to collapse the dollar, make it less valuable, and all these countries are ganging up. It's not good, but we kind of put ourselves in that situation. I don't know how we're gonna get out of it.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this either, except just like dipping to another nation. It says right here, Russia and Nigeria are looking to partner on nuclear energy projects. Both sides are executing direct measures and training individuals. Um, they disclosed about the Nigerian Atomic Energy Commission. Nigeria is also looking to bolster its relationships with Russia in areas outside of the energy, including medicine, agriculture, and industrial applications of nuclear technology. So that's big moves, bro. Nuclear technology is like that's global level technology, you know.
Mm.
Next up, right here from the BBC, let's see what the world got for thee. Remember, this is not cool, guys. Abortion, say no to Planned Parenthood. I mean, look, like there are certain times of measures, maybe take it up with your doctor at the hospital, but Planned Parenthood's the devil. I just want to say that this article says zero about Planned Parenthood, but I just want to say that. France right here
Oh,
becomes the first country in the world to explicitly include the right to abortion in its constitution. Dang, bro. I don't
we
know.
get pulled off
That,
YouTube
that,
with on this subject. This one of them subjects we ain't supposed to talk about.
Nah, you can. We can go ahead and talk about. I don't care, bro.
Oh.
Ban me, fight me, God got me, bro. I don't care what this YouTube says, bro. Sheesh. There was an overwhelming vote, I guess, 780 to 72. Wow. And Emmanuel Macron described the move as French pride, and it had sent a universal message. Um, Jeez. I don't know. I just think that the Satanic Temple and Planned Parenthood are doing too much. You know, because remember it was just like last year, bro, that the Satanic Temple and the Satanic Church of America over in Texas had made this huge old like post and article and like ad saying all of the states who are getting their abortion rights attacked, you guys are welcome here. We will do an abortion ritual, a satanic abortion ritual, and that's what they called it.
What?
They're like, for real, bro. I'm not joking. I'm not even playing. I don't want to pull it up. It's sick, man. Like literally, they were like out in the open saying yes, we will do it under the Church of Satan and do our blessings and like what the f, bro. So they're
Wow.
openly out in the public, out on Instagram, out on YouTube, out on Facebook, getting thousands and thousands of women donors, and I mean it, bro. And I'm like, there's you hear about these stories in some of these states that are banning abortions, like girls are like flying over and over, there's like and I have no hate against like like women's like love for their child or if they're going through something like rape or anything to make them think about those things. But what I'm saying is that these other side, this let's just say like this side that feeds on the abortions through the fetuses. Look, we have, I don't know if you have heard this, but it was like, I don't know, 2012 ish, maybe 2008, somewhere around there. It was a Georgian governor, Georgian mayor, somewhere in the South, somewhere between Georgia and Louisiana and those areas where the mayor was like, "Yeah, man, Planned Parenthood, we love this. We keep fetuses alive after the abortion, and then we harvest them for body parts, and
Yeah.
we sell them off, and we love it." And he's all smiling, because like secretly, if you like, about those stuff. Like these aborted fetuses are being used in like rituals and like you
McDonald's
know,
meat.
bro. Remember, and those Chrissy Teigen videos that were floating around a year or two ago, where she was on the Food Network, and one of the guests was like, "What do you like eating?" She's like, "Babies." And it's like, what? And then she started laughing, and then it's like she said it again in another video, and it's like over and over, on her Twitter, she was making those references, and these elites, they use the Planned Parenthood, they use the abortion, and look, like I understand that there's a lot of like lower class, middle class citizens who don't, but there is a large population who are doing it. Remember there was even that video of who was it just recently? Those two rich folks. It was like I think it was like the king or someone related to like the royalty, and they were all talking to 20-year-old women. They're like, "Yeah, we'll pay you $1 million for your baby, to abort your baby." And she's all like, no, I'm good. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm good. Sorry, buddy. I'm okay. And he kept
I want
on
to
saying
keep
it
my
over and
child.
over and over. It was like this old white dude. I forgot the name of the dude. If anybody in the chat knows, anybody out there, and nobody in Discord or anybody out there in my 509 Divine Pines uh crew knows, yeah, that's a key video, because yeah, like there was an interview of two old white men. They looked all blood and like they looked like bloodsuckers, vampires, right? And they're talking to two younger black women, and yeah, they're like literally like, yeah, we'll pay you $1 million for your baby, for aborted fetus to have an abortion. And like
Oh,
the
million
look,
dollars.
if you could look, if you could see the looks on those girls' faces, like they were like, "What are they saying, bro?" Like, then this is a live, real interview, like it was supposed to be at a club, like late night, so they were like doing like VIP footage and stuff, like, well, I don't
Mm.
even know, documentary type footage. It's some pretty sick stuff if you hear about what happens in some of these areas. Um, yeah, look, I get it, like their body, their choice. Uh, but at the same time, there what I'm all I want to protect is the side of God, and like you know, there's a gray line where it does seem like some women should should have the right to abort, but I don't want to take a I don't want to have this conversation too deeply and dwell on it on like on both sides of the coin. What
Where's
I want to talk about
have you
what
where's
what's
that
up?
country at where they can commit suicide legally? There's some country
Oh,
where
bro,
I've
like
seen.
Canada. Yeah, Canada
Yeah.
is recently with the euthanasia. Yeah, and that's pretty. It's not even just Canada, bro. It's places like California now. I think New York, some of these other states that are getting really bad.
Mm.
But yeah, the euthanasia stuff is horrible, horrible, horrible. That's just like assisted suicide. That's all it is.
Pretty much.
Um, Next up, long shot candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. picks Nicole Shanahan as vice president. I don't know anything about her, but that's her, guys. So if anybody out there wants to go ahead and DM me some more information on Nicole Shanahan, I can go ahead and do some more, uh, you
I don't
know,
know much about her.
news on her. Yeah, I don't know anything about this woman. Who is Nicole Shanahan? The ex-wife of Google co-founder Sergey Brin. Oh,
Oh,
she's a longtime Democratic donor, contributing to Biden's presidential campaign. Oh gosh, maybe she's not that good. Who knows?
anything affiliated with
Um,
Google can't be good.
yeah. Well, technology. I guess she's good with technology and good with political technology. Hmm.
So she would
So she had
definitely
a
be
she
behind the
had a
AI
health
agenda.
she had a role in helping create Kennedy's vice president, or no, Kennedy's Super Bowl slot. So she contributed to a 30-second ad to promote Kennedy's campaign. So yeah, she's a creative head. That's all she is. She also contributed creative advice, helping to shape the advertisement's message. So that's exactly what I thought she was coming in for. But there's probably more to it. Definitely way more to it. Um, cool, I guess.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but it's it's gonna be Trump and Biden going head to
who knows? We should watch a celebrity death match for both of those. That'd be cool. Imagine, bro, another celebrity death match 2024. Trump versus Biden. Musk versus Zuckerberg.
Oh, that would be yeah. He said he still wants to fight him too, so we might
Hey,
get that.
Diddy versus McMahon. Snap, bro. Yo, so here's some cool articles right here. From the University of Oxford, researchers surveying all the known recorded instances of preservation of the human brain tissues on Earth at at all the sites we found, have assembled a database of more than 4,000 human brain tissue samples. Some 1,300 examples include many dating as far back as 1,200 years, and they were the only soft tissue preserved in the remains of the past people, suggesting brains may preserve better in some circumstances than any other organ, perhaps due to the brain's unique biochemistry or environmental factors. The researchers also just suggest the sheer number of examples indicate the brain tissue survives at a rate much higher than scholars previously supposed, and that the future study of biomolecules in these brains might yield new insights into the lives of ancient people. We're finding amazing numbers and types of ancient biomolecules preserved in these archaeological brains, said the study leader and paleobiologist Alexandra Morton Hayward in the University of Oxford. It's exciting to explore all that they can tell us about life and death of our ancestors. And if my research is right, this can be used for a variety of things. These guys have real life brain tissue from more than 4,000 different ancient humans. They can literally clone these ancient humans. They can start downloading memory patterns. But like it's gonna take a lot of lab work and a lot of tech work and science. It's gonna take some time if to do all that, but I don't even know if they started it or what they're really doing with these 4,000 brains. It's just there the possibilities with the technology and science applications that are currently used. Um, it- it's it can be used for a lot. They can definitely recreate some of these ancient humans. Like for instance, you can fact check this. So Russia had tried recreating Scythian warriors that they found from like a couple thousand years ago, the DNA cloning and stuff. And there's been multiple examples recently of scientists trying to like use human brain tissue to recreate and like clone the rest of a human brain. So like just use one piece of the human brain tissue to like make it alive, kickstart it alive again, and then have it create a new brain, a new organism. Like like the stuff with it's kind of like the in vitro fertilization, but like the pre aspect of them taking the DNA sample and then putting it into some type of process where they actually make it alive again. It's pretty in depth science, but what they're able to do with the human brain is pretty phenomenal right now. And that's why like they're not saying exactly what they're doing because this like there's a lot that they can do, and there's a lot of stuff that's over people's head. People be like, "Whoa, wait, you're recreating an ancient human? Wait, why are you doing this?" That's like people lose their minds. Kind of, kind of like what's already happening though, because like all the reason people are so fragile, fragilely mental. Let's just say, how do I say this? They're so fragile mentally these days, and they don't understand much. Like there's a clear disconnection between what they see, what they think, what they say. Um, the a clear disconnection between nature and the human, and it's because of this. So, from the University of Negev, um, they're studying how industrial societies are losing their healthy gut microbes and flora because of, common day eating, the GMOs, the fast food, um, all of these damaging substances like fluoride or I don't know, this just nasty stuff out there. Um, it's destroying a lot of the natural enzymes in our gut, the natural proteins, like our gut, instead of having like natural foods, it has like plastic and petrol and drugs and alcohol. And like people are literally, they destroy their gut so much they can't think, because our mind has like a million or more nerves, probably up to our brain, and it's called the mind stomach connection, the gut and mind connection, the gut mind biome, the gut mind connection, whatever you want to call it. It's the fact that everything that we eat goes into our gut, and all of those little walls, whether it's filled with plastic or real food, is going to determine how well those nerves send signals up into our brain, how well our brain works. And like this is the thing where like we see the sicknesses, the cancers, the liver failures, the mental instability, people having heart problems, people having obesity problems, just an array of health issues, whether it's mind, body, or even spiritual. I guess people having, like problems eating, so they have problems praying, and they have problems thinking of the good, or have problems with the light, right? They have problems finding that balance, so they let in the dark things. Well, if people are eating plastic all day, you're for sure not gonna feel normal. You ain't gonna feel right. You ain't gonna feel like human. You're not gonna feel God. That's just my take on it. I mean, who knows? You might be the rare one, but for the most part, no, son. So this article go ahead. It says everyone knows that fiber is healthy and an important part of our daily diet, but what is fiber and why is it healthy? Fiber is cellulose and the stringy stuff that plants are made of. Leaves, stems, roots, stalks, and tree trunks are made of cellulose. The purest form of cellulose is the long white fibers of cotton. Dietary fiber comes from vegetables or whole grains. But eating our habits in an industrial society is far moved from those of ancient humans, where they ate raw bananas, raw, apples, raw berries, real bread. This industrial eating is impacting our intestinal flora. It seems as a newly discovered cellulose degrading bacteria are being lost from the human gut microbiome, especially in industrial societies. Throughout human evolution, fiber has always been a mainstay of human diet. It is mainly a component of our primate ancestors. Fiber keeps our intestinal flora healthy. Uh, it's no easy task to degrade cellulose. Few bacteria can do it. Cellulose is difficult to digest because it's highly insoluble. Fiber in the gut is like a tree trunk in a swimming pool. It gets wet, but it does not dissolve. And if people aren't eating natural things, then guess what? Like that whole system is working even worse. Like things can't dissolve, things can't break down, things aren't soaking up, things are bloating. It's just just bad news, right? Um, so I recommend focus on eating proper stuff. Like I like yogurts, and I like kombuchas and probiotic sodas, natural fruit and vegetables. Do whatever you can to go ahead and keep that gut biome, that gut mind connection proper. Here's another health article from the Trinity College of Dublin. Researchers have discovered remarkably preserved microbiomes of two teeth dating back 4,000 years. So they're checking out the food patterns and the health patterns of these cavemen, I guess, from teeth that they found 4,000 years in the past. The teeth belong to the same male. Oh, so it's from the same person. Okay, pretty cool. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that doesn't really matter too much, except you know what we can take from this is that the technology right now is mapping out our world to a T, and people want to go ahead and like speculate. Oh, we shouldn't trust science and shouldn't trust technology. We can't trust the dating on these things. Oh, the Bible says 6,000 years, and no, like I personally, like I'm a Christian, but I personally think our history goes back million years or more, probably way more, just from the way science is being proven on both aspects. Science is proving the Bible, and science is also proving ancient history. They're like you can't like throw out one and accept the other. You got to like accept both truths and come to a further conclusion. And it's cool to see that these things are now being shown instead of hidden, right? Where like we're able to understand, like, oh, well, we actually have the capability of seeing that our humanity goes back a long time and what they were living like, what they were doing, what they were eating, how similar we were or how different we were, and like able to make a very precise, understanding of this, or make a very well established understanding of this. Yeah, you get it. I think we're healthier, maybe now than ever before too. Like
You think
ancestors
so?
were a little bit unhealthier for sure.
Oh, unhealthier. Okay.
Yeah, I think for the most
I
part,
thought you
like
said it.
yeah, I think the majority were unhealthier, but the elite were probably healthier than the elite these days. So the elite of the past were super healthy, and the elite of these days are probably not super healthy. But the poor and lower class of the past were probably not that healthy, and then these days still the same. Maybe that there's an outlying factor of people who are using the internet for their good to get themselves into better shape.
We need to get
But
up to
here's a cool
Antarctica.
little.
I'm sorry. We need
What's
to
up? Sorry.
we we need to get up in Antarctica and see how them people live. You know, there's things up there that we cannot see yet because so much ice, and see how they was living, and that will tell us a little bit more how old we've been on this earth.
Yeah, there's a lot of technology over there in Antarctica that people have been talking about. Just an array of things like pyramids or black matter devices or direct energy weapon devices or underground civilizations and off-world bases. And yeah, there's a lot. There's a reason we're not going to Antarctica. There's a real reason for it, man. But here's another piece of news from Massachusetts Institute of Technology. So another piece from MIT. They have created an artificial reef that could protect marine life and reduce storm damage. And wow, yeah, the sustainable and cost-saving structure could dissipate more than 95% of incoming wave energy using a small fraction of the material normally needed. So remember that there was like that huge boat that destroyed one of our ancient reefs. That was like 5 years ago, and then like I always wondered, like, well, what can we do about it? Now I've got the answer. Um, Scientists around the world are working hard to restore our oceans, and we got to go ahead and give these guys a round of applause and go show them support online if you can find these guys. Pretty cool. The researchers plan to fabricate each cylindrical structure from sustainable cement, which they would mold into a pattern of voxels that can be automatically assembled and would provide pockets for fish to explore and other marine life to settle in. The cylinders could be connected to form a long, semi permeable wall, which the engineers could erect along the coastline about half a mile from the shore. Based on the team's initial experiments with lab scale prototypes, the architectured reef could reduce the energy of incoming waves by more than 95%. So sick. They can create like 3D printed coral reefs that actually do good for nature. Nice.
Mm.
Now
Pretty
guys,
cool.
this is hour 2. We are about to get into the good news finally.
It was all good news.
Don't the FBI is present. Yeah, the FBI is present in this Francis Scott Key radio rail in the East Palestine, the Ohio and Maui and Hawaii catastrophes. So, like, why are they here if they were not at any of the other catastrophes? The FBI was quick to go ahead and say that this is not a cyber attack.
Mm.
But I don't know, bro. You tell me, does this look like charges going off? Watch here in like 2 seconds. One. So boom, the ship's hitting. I'm pausing this super slow. Okay, look. So we see it falling down level, right?
Mm.
But people are saying, "Oh, there was explosives right here." Boom, right where my pointer is. As you see, there's little lights coming out. There is some fire. There is a little bit of smoke.
Mm.
See,
I,
there's
I
a little
definitely
bit
see
of
it.
explosive. I don't know. I don't know. People are saying that could also very well be telephone wires and electrical wires sparking. But I've never seen electrical wires spark in the color orange. I've only seen electrical wires spark in the color white and blue. From what I
Yeah,
know,
I think they could be wired.
explosives and thermite is red.
Mm. We need some explosive experts to talk about this.
So let's go ahead and look at this one more time. Very. I don't know, bro. No idea. It's a very sad tragedy, nonetheless, because this is one of the main ports of America. This is one of the main ports of the world. This is America's largest vehicle transport port, one of America's largest chemical port. This bridge was specifically tailored and made to go ahead and be the main transport road for chemicals incoming through America from this port. So this bridge had a significance. This port has a significance. Now there are several vessels inside of this port trapped. Um, it's going to have a devastating economic toll on the city of Baltimore. This port is 12% of Baltimore's annual income, and so they're about to lose out on not just they, but America is about to lose on one of its largest commodities, one of its largest cash crops. Um, it it is pretty devastating. There's a lot more to it. So There's more. There's a lot more, guys. Another bridge yesterday. Valley View Bridge in I-480 in Cleveland, Ohio, uh, was shut down because there was a massive fire underneath it. So it's badly damaged, and people are probably well, it's probably shut down because of structural integrity. Another one, the Iron Bridge in Rome also was burned down and collapsed yesterday morning. So guys, people only know about two bridges, the one in Ohio and the Baltimore one. But no, there are four bridges that are attacked. I'm trying to find this fourth one. Um, this is getting pretty interesting. Like, it's not just a coincidence, in my opinion. There is also an interesting aspect. So Ryan Garcia, I actually had seen this post. People want to say this is fake, but I remember seeing this post. At this point, I was like, "Oh, this dude's gone." Like, when I saw Ryan Garcia make this post, I thought this dude's gone. I literally was like, "Oh, this dude's like drugged up. He's on crack. He's on something." But he's like, something bad is going to happen on Baltimore, Maryland, or in Baltimore, Maryland on March 26, 2024. I think he was off by a day uh, or two, but yeah, um, pretty wild. Oh, so not just not just the bridge, but so there's four things. There was three bridges: the one in Rome, Italy, the one in Columbus, Ohio, and the one in Baltimore. Then also this boat um, over at the Kocaeli International Port in Western Turkey. So there were four incidents in one day where
Mm.
bridges and boats go haywire, guys. Something is not right. Look, I know you guys want to go ahead and be very
Cyber attack.
skeptical and be like, well, this is just human error, and people can be dumb and
We can just
okay. No, look, guys, sorry. Like, humans aren't just this stupid. I've never caused millions of dollars of damage at my work, no matter how high, drunk, sleepy, tired, dumb I was. I mean it, guys. Like, there's been times where I looked around like I probably should have been dead, but like no, everything was fine. The factory wasn't on fire. Well, I didn't run no ship into no freaking tower or anything. So people are not just this dumb. This doesn't just happen. Like, you know, just like this right here. This is a quick also things just don't happen. There's not just a coincidence. Um just today, I think 4,000 lightning strikes in 15 minutes off the southwest Florida coast. And
wow.
if these areas are correct, there's a lot of Atlantis ruins in these areas. Yes, that's why NASA is there. So there's a lot of NASA work, a lot of ritual work. Um, so guys, I mean, people said that this boat tail whipped because of an anchor. They dropped the anchor, boom, and then it goes straight into the no. Look, sorry, but no. Sorry,
It's
but
something.
no. This is intentional.
It's something I want to know. Like, how often do boats collide with bridges? Like, what is? How often does that happen? We need to find that out.
I have seen a couple more boats. That's I'm not sure if it's on my page or not, but I have seen a couple more boats crash into bridges. I just checked it out yesterday. There's been a couple more, like three more times, and yeah, like it happens for sure. It's just not often.
Mm.
But what's interesting, right, is that in 2023, the Obamas produced a movie called Leave the World Behind, where a cyber attack causes massive shipping containers and freight ships to go ahead and crash into boats, and then later on, this boat starts crashing into docks. Who knows if that movie is predictive programming? But everybody likes to sure think that it's predictive programming for sure.
Oh yeah, most movies are.
Some people do like to are saying that this is a cyber attack. I know you just said that a little bit ago. I don't know. I don't know if it's a cyber attack, but I know that I personally think that it is deliberate. So I don't know if it's a cyber attack, but I'm under the personal belief that this is a definite deliberate attack on our infrastructure, as we've seen over the last 12 to 24 months, with multiple factories from beef to chicken to multiple, you know, oil factories and everything just be destroyed and, just randomly be blown up. But it could also be CERN. So on CERN, uh, April 8th, they are going to kickstart their particle accelerator again. So they're going to start their wicked business on the day of the eclipse. What a day! What a day! Also, I guess a little quick piece of news. We're just gonna run forward before we hit this Diddy stuff. Um, Ninja Ninja has cancer, and it was just a year or two ago that Ninja made this post about the booster. He's like, body is super achy after my booster and flu shot. And so he took the shots and now he has cancer. Sorry, buddy.
Wow.
Sorry, buddy. Oh, before we leave the shipping container stuff, there's also more to it. Remember how Angela Chow, the sister-in-law of Senator Mitch McConnell, had died about a couple weeks ago when her car suddenly reversed or uh suddenly autopiloted into a lake? Um Yeah, she was the CEO of the shipping company that owned the massive cargo ship that crashed into the Baltimore port. So this lady who
What?
died owned the ship that crashed in to Baltimore. What people are thinking is that she had been put onto the plan of what her ship was supposed to do. And
You wasn't with it.
sheesh, I'm thinking something right now. It's not nice. It's definitely I definitely am maybe leaning towards it could be a cyber attack from China, but who knows? Who knows? Whew. Yeah, dude, she owned this boat. I'm thinking that she was put onto the plan and they didn't like it, and so she was killed. Um,
Wow. That's
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 what a lot of
crazy.
people are thinking right here. They're saying, did this bridge collapse happen on purpose, and was Angela Chow killed because she stumbled upon the real plot? It's very odd coincidence. Very odd coincidence. There's more to it that the driver or the ship captain of the boat at the time of the wreck was a Ukrainian. Like not as a racist thing, but more as like a democratic aid type of thing. So he could be like an infidel secretly.
Yeah. Wow.
This is going to set back our nation because this also was a big transporter and military vehicles, construction vehicles. So there's a lot that's stuck and a lot that can't move. Chemicals that can't move. They're gonna have to find another port. So just a whole big mess, man. Just a huge mess. But there's a lot more to talk about. Uh, that P Diddy stuff, man. That stuff is crazy. We're gonna start off first. Uh, P Diddy's drug mule has been arrested on two separate drug charges. Something Paul, Brendan Paul. Did you ever watch this dude in college?
Now, I don't remember him. I don't think he had too much PT. I don't think he do. I don't think he was NBA bound at all. He looks like a
Yeah, I
meth
don't know
head.
either.
Looks like he's on drugs.
Probably adrenochrome and meth and coke and stuff.
Yeah, looks bad. Why did he hanging out with a meth head?
Not sure. I mean, they're all into that sick stuff, but also Sean Diddy Combs has fled the United States on his Gulfstream private jet. He went down to the Caribbean and went down to some of these private islands where you can't be extradited. Um,
I heard that was
all
fake
right.
news though.
No, dude, I'm pretty sure that's real.
They showed a video. TMZ
Just to go
posted
ahead
it.
and show you that this isn't anything. Look, just to show you that this isn't anything new though. I'm gonna show you guys a couple clips. Hopefully this. So this is Richard Pryor talking about young girls, and it's very sick.
About young girls, man. You don't like that girl? You don't like that girl, don't you? I ain't no good, ain't trying to be no good. I ain't no good, ain't trying to be no good.
I may end up running off with you myself, you know. That's what Steven says. Steven Spielberg? Yeah. Yeah. He's a good director, isn't he? Yeah.
Steven Spielberg is a pedophile.
Can you tell us a secret about Steven Spielberg? He eats babies. Full babies.
He was really good looking chick. Well, you need to put Jamie in her life and improve your financial status. Because Prince Andrew is looking for a new girlfriend. Just drop a new photo of your little nymph bed and some rest.
Yeah. So check it out, dude. What's going on with P Diddy is just like what the industry has been doing for such a long time. And of course he left, dude. Why would he stay here? There's all this stuff about him and Justin Bieber, bro. All these videos. They're like, why ain't you coming over no more, Justin? Or something like that.
Hanging out and we doing, we can't really disclose, but
I saw a video of
15-year-old's dream.
Justin on his knees around a couple black men, and it was P Diddy, and it was really sick, dude. I don't know what. It didn't show anything going on, but it was not a good video. Like,
I think it was
there
in the
was
middle
definitely some
of
darkness
the club.
to it, bro. It was at the club, yeah.
He could have been hitting some lines or something.
We gonna
Starting to act different, huh?
You starting to act different, huh?
Me and hanging out the way we used to hang out. Well, I mean, yeah.
But what?
For all my, but you never really got my numbers. Right.
Hey, what 50 say that one time? He's like, I ain't going shopping with P Diddy. That's yeah, man. 50 Cent's on point with it. Cent and Cat Williams and all them. We're gonna go ahead and hear a little bit about what Cat Williams saying right here, and check it out.
And the other side, it's God's side and the other side. We don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't
it's just good to hear Cat Williams talk about God's side right here, because it's true. That's what I really think. He also right here talks about Jermaine Dupri being the king of the pedophiles.
What's happened? I'll be back to you with JDA. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri. You asked me.
Bro, you know what? I seen Jermaine Dupri recently, and like in the TMZ and the online stuff, like he looks weird, bro. He definitely don't. He don't look like a real one. I'm just gonna say that they definitely looks. So check it out. They keep on talking about it.
That it's never going to fit into a single video. So I'm going to do a quick overview in this video, and then I'm going to do a couple of parts breaking down all the different aspects of what's come out so far. We're talking crime scenes. We're talking photo evidence of celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr. We're talking record label executives. We're talking hidden cameras in every room of the house, getting recordings of celebrities, executives, politicians at parties with celebrities and underage girls, with drinks being spiked, with drugs. This goes all the way back to the murder of Tupac and Biggie. We're talking about the entire rap and hip hop industry and the whole music industry at large. But to be clear, this is just opinions and speculation. These are not statements of fact. When I show sources in the background, like the court case, you should take those for just what they are. I'm not saying that all of this is necessarily real. So what's happened just now is that this man, Rodney Jones, who is a music producer that worked with Sean Combs, who is Diddy, he just filed this lawsuit. And he didn't just file it against Diddy. He filed against the executives at all the companies associated and against the companies like Universal Music Group. His lawyers claim that he has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Diddy and his staff and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. It's illegal for lawyers to make these claims if they don't have reasonable belief that this evidence is legitimate and exists. They could get disbarred for making these claims if they're not true. And some of that evidence is present in this lawsuit, like when Diddy allegedly shot a man. And then the LAPD saw that room in the photo, the bathroom with all that blood, and were on the scene for hours and no arrests were made. They went with the explanation that Diddy told his staff to give, which was it was a drive-by shooting. Diddy made it clear that his head of security, Fahim Muhammad, had the power to make people and problems disappear. This guy. And all of Diddy's staff were instructed to contact Mr. Muhammad if they were ever pulled over by the police in Miami or California. Diddy often bragged about having law enforcement under control, although the deeper you look, the more it looks like people above him and above law enforcement had him under control. We'll go more into these cases in the detailed videos, but now the bigger picture. See, Diddy has been one of the most powerful people in the rap industry ever since the 90s when he founded Bad Boy Records. And he was only 24 when he founded it. He started his career as a non-paid intern at A&R until he was then fired in 1993 when he was 24 and founded his own label, Bad Boy Records, later that year. So how does a 24-year-old found a massive record label on his own? Well, when you dig further, you realize it wasn't on his own. It was with the help of Clive Davis, his mentor. And the further into it all you dig, you realize that Clive Davis came out as gay later on, and there's a lot of rumors that him and Diddy were in a relationship throughout this time. This is going to come up over and over and over, just by chance. Clive Davis has been running significant portions of the music industry since our parents were kids listening to music, responsible for artists like Aretha Franklin, Alicia Keys, The Grateful Dead, then later Usher, Outkast, Pink. But back in the 60s and 70s, like Janis Joplin, Santana, Aerosmith, Pink Floyd, like, come on, read it. Jones specifically claims that they were trying to groom him to do gay stuff, which has long been the talk of the town in the rap industry by people that aren't with it. Diddy allegedly showed him a tape from a secret recording that he just happened to have of Jones's idol having gay sex with some white guy. And then Diddy apparently told Jones that he had engaged in gay sex with this redacted rapper and that redacted rapper and his idol, Stevie J. And apparently he also promised to make sure that Jones would win Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he did gay stuff on camera. Although, to be clear, he wasn't explicitly saying on camera. But Mr. Jones discovered that Diddy had hidden cameras in every room of his home. I'm going to guess that Diddy didn't learn how to wire a whole house with cameras on his own. Kanye has accused Diddy of being a Fed many times. Diddy's also been accused of ordering the hit on Tupac many times. And when Diddy was asked about this on a podcast, this was his response. When you start digging into allegations of the CIA, the FBI, the Mossad having tentacles in the music industry, you wind up in total rumors like this. Former CIA agent admits agency created gangster rap to fill private prisons by glamorizing criminality. Claims like famous hip-hop lyrics of the legendary hip-hop outfit NWA were even scripted by a team of psychologists and war propagandists inside the CIA, according to this former agent. Obviously, these are totally rumors and conspiracy theories, no truth to this whatsoever. But it leads you to people like Leor Cohen, who might be the most influential person in the last 100 years of music, because he ran Def Jam and made Jay-Z who he is, including Redman, Method Man, DMX, Ja Rule, Ludacris. But it doesn't stop with rap music. We got Bon Jovi, Mariah Carey, Shania Twain, Elvis Costello, Ashanti, Nickelback, Slipknot, Sum 41, The Killers, Slayer. But then we've also got his protege, Julie Greenwald, that got elevated through this merger that he brokered and managed the Black Keys, Bruno Mars, Death Cab for Cutie, Jason Mraz, Kid Rock, Lupe Fiasco, Wiz Khalifa. That would be this Julie Greenwald. And then we've got Lucien Grange, the CEO of Universal Music Group. He's the one that is directly implicated and named in this lawsuit. It is alleged that he attended these parties with underage girls and with sex workers, and he knew that they were spiking drinks, et cetera, et cetera. But when you're talking about Diddy, you got to also talk about Justin Bieber, who was managed by Scooter Braun, along with Kanye West, Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, et cetera. Scooter Braun is a really big player in the modern music industry. We also got Psy, Carly Rae Morris, Martin Garrix, Kanye West, Black Eyed Peas, David Guetta, Lil Dicky. Well, you might not remember, but back in the 90s, Tupac and Biggie were both coming up. And they were both talking about leaving their records that we've shown the people involved in those records already and starting their own. And Tupac was starting to speak out a little bit maybe about the nature of the industry. Diddy was close in the middle of that, and there's a lot of rumors that he ordered the hit on Tupac. Diddy sort of rose to power on the power vacuum of Tupac and Biggie both leaving the scene. And he has been manipulating and running a huge portion of the industry from the inside ever since. And this court case directly alleges with lots of evidence that he has been running a sexual blackmail scheme that entire time, promoting artists that would engage in the sexual blackmail scheme and then do their bidding there, because there's not just him acting alone, and pushing out, ostracizing, blacklisting, attacking artists that wouldn't. So maybe you should go back and listen to some of Kanye's interviews and see if he sounds quite so crazy after all.
Man, dude, there's a lot. Oh my God, there's a lot to be uncovered, bro. We are literally looking at the death of the industry, what we know as the hip hop industry. Yeah, it's questionable. Here, check it out what Ice Cube says.
The same people who own the labels own the prisons. Literally the same people. Literally the same people who own the labels own the prison. The records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry. It didn't make you write those lyrics. It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Some records are made by committee, meaning record company guys sit around and tell the artists, "This tap, say that, do this. We're gonna have this guy write the lyrics. We're gonna have that." You have, the record company pushing the narrative. Some social engineering going on here to make sure those prisons stay full.
John Holmeston, a retired CIA agent, has admitted on national Russian television that the CIA was behind the creation of the 1980s hip-hop scene and financed major hip-hop acts including NWA, Africa Boombata, and Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The government at the time spent, quote, big money, serious money, on this covert operation destined to further division and corrupt American youth to nihilist, anti-establishment, and anti-American ideologies, he explained in a half-hour interview broadcast on national television. Famous hip-hop songs of the legendary hip-hop outfit NWA were even scripted by a team of psychologists and war propagandists of the CIA. F the police, and when I'm called off, I got a sawed off, squeeze the trigger, and bodies are hauled off, and other nihilist and anti-establishment lyrics were intended to unleash a wave of cynicism towards authorities,
True that.
promote the use of heavy drugs, and entice the youth with revolutionary counter-establishment ideas. The retired CIA agent claims the social engineering maneuver was extremely successful. Quote, "We understood at the time that music was a powerful means of propaganda to reach the youth," explained the 77-year-old man. "Our mission was to use teenage angst to our advantage and turn Generation
Birdman
X
and Gay
into a
Wayne.
decadent, pro-drug, and anti-establishment
Hey,
culture
that used to be your
which create
boy.
upright and further
Fuck that.
division within society.
Fuck that. No
We
more.
even
No mas.
infiltrated mainstream radio to promote their music and reach millions of people every day," he admitted, visibly proud of the accomplishments. For many of us in the CIA, infiltrating the 1980s hip-hop scene was one of the CIA's most successful experiments of propaganda to date, he acknowledged during the interview. The retired CIA agent, who was granted a Russian residence permit in 2011, also claimed Liar Cohen, commonly known as the tall Israeli who runs hip-hop, is a CIA asset. "When it comes to engineering culture, no one touches Liar Cohen," Homestead admitted. He ended up promoting rappers such as Jay-Z and Kanye West, and more recently brought Migos and Young Thug to prominence. Some experts openly admit hip-hop nihilism, which was expressed in the use of harder, more self-destructive
Right.
drugs like heroin, cocaine, and methamphetamine, pushed United States President Richard Nixon into the war on drugs, a campaign of prohibition of drugs and
Niggas.
foreign military intervention, with the stated aim being to define and reduce the illegal drug trade within America and around the world. Quote, "The chaos we caused in America helped the government justify overseas wars of plunder to middle America. The country wouldn't be where it is today without hip-hop."
Bro, this is the real deal right here. This might be one of the greatest stories of our century to be uncovered. Right here, check out. So this is Diddy's son, King, just yesterday, I think, or today, in his Illuminati sweatpants, and he painted his dog red. If you zoom in close, you can see the under parts of this dog that are brown. And so, yeah, it's a little weird.
What does that mean?
It's a sign or something. There's more though. Here, chip out.
We'll expose somebody that we all forget about. Y'all see this picture of Jay-Z with Aaliyah? We'll expose somebody that we all forget about. Y'all see this picture of Jay-Z with Aaliyah when she was underage? Forgot about Jay, huh? We only know about Damon Dash messing with Aaliyah and R. Kelly. But that the only one that Jay had when she was underage. Yeah, remember Fox Brown and Jay. Ain't no woman like the one I got. No one could love you better. Before that song came out, we used to hear it. I used to tell shit. We'll expose somebody that we all forget about.
This is that Rock Nation shit. No wonder Lil Wayne signed with them. He part of their crew.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene. Point was he knew all the time.
For 20 years, Jay-Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly, but his former partner, Dame Dash, won't stay silent.
Aaliyah is key to everything. Aaliyah and I were very serious.
They say Aaliyah is key to everything. No wonder they killed her. Rest in peace, Aaliyah.
And R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like, Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
22-year-old rising star Aaliyah has been killed in a horrific plane crash.
Fucked up, bro.
Couldn't understand.
They changed you, turned you into a monster. When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal.
I had so much trust in my brother, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So what you think I felt all these years?
For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
At that time, we did not look hard enough.
Remember Aaliyah's album? It ain't nothing but a number sitting back there like Perv Master.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know, I ain't have nothing to do with that.
They did a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that with me should not be home.
Even as new allegations came out, Jay looked the other way.
Kelly is accused of videotaping himself having sex with an underage girl. Prosecutors maintain the girl in the video was as young as 13 when it was made.
Oh,
I
fuck.
mean, I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that. I didn't know I ain't have nothing to do with it.
Did this guy really just say, I wasn't there? I don't know. This fucker. I wasn't there.
So
when
they
it
come after
happened.
Jay-Z next then.
Oh, yes, bro. Yes. No, yeah, you got it right. Trip out.
Sean Carter is worse.
Trip out. So
Sean Carter is worse. He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy. Street battle in New York. He showed up as a nigga that put Big L. Big L was who put Jay-Z on. And then Big L died. Next thing you know, Jay-Z doing songs with Biggie and building a working.
what did you say? Let's hear that. Rewind that one time. Hold on. Hold on. Because this. Okay, bro. All I know is that between Jay-Z and Diddy, like, yeah, they fucking ruined the industry, bro. They ruined our future. They killed out, Big L, Pac, Biggie, Big Pun, probably.
No, he was just fat.
Fat Joe's still alive, bro. Oh man, Big Pun was actually real big though. You right, dog.
Yeah, he was a bit obese.
he was savage. Let's go ahead and hear this one more time. So he was at an MC battle. He showed up.
Big L was who put.
So this dude mimicked Big L's homie, and Jay-Z's over here clowning on these dudes.
Jay-Z.
Then Big L dies.
Songs with Biggie and building a world. I'm riding with Honeycomb. And then Biggie died, Tupac died. There was the
the fight between who was the top rapper now, Nas and Jay-Z, and then the next thing you know, Nas has a nervous breakdown and he's taken out of the game, and then so
Nas having a nervous breakdown, huh? What was that all about?
He did go on a hiatus for a while.
Yeah, but why? Because he seen all of his homies get killed and he knew it was up. Probably
stand down.
That's oh shit. Because yeah, and because then also you hear from the other side what was exactly happening with Snoop, Dre, Eminem, and them, how they were running things on some mad homo shit. Yeah, Nas definitely didn't want no part.
when do you start questioning?
Sorry for the wording, guys, but it's a real deal.
So this Big L is associated.
Big L is the one that put Jay-Z on.
Wow.
And see Big L alive.
Wait, so this Big L person is not living on this earth no more.
He's been dead for years.
You know what, bro? This is getting deep, but it's also starting to make more sense with what all the rappers been saying, all the videos and stuff. Trip out. So this right here picture is saying that the music video directed by R. Kelly might be recorded on Epstein's island. So they're saying that Epstein and R. Kelly are on the same level.
I don't know.
There's also more on P. Diddy. Say again.
I seen something where the director already spoke out on that, and he said it was filmed in Miami. I don't know if that's a quick cover up or what, but he said it was actually Miami.
That could be a quick cover up. All right. So here's a book that Diddy wrote a couple years ago and he pulled. It's called The Adrenochrome Witch. Pretty insane, bro. So it talks about blood magic and secret club, sex magic and all this stuff, elite parties. And yeah, Diddy quickly pulled that book. He did not want anybody actually seeing it after it came out. He had a conscious breakdown.
He wrote this book?
All right, let's just check this out right here. Here's another piece to the puzzle. Yes, he did. There's another piece to the puzzle right here on this Jay-Z stuff.
Remember when Jay-Z said this?
I think we passed kneeling.
Let me play again. This time, look at the reaction of the lady sat just behind him. The reason why she's worried about how Jay would respond is because she's the CEO of Rock Nation. But in her former life, she was a federal informant. In 1994, Desiree Perez was arrested for bringing the 35 keys of Griselda Blanco to Miami. Under pressure, she agreed to wear white for the DEA. Quick side note. Desiree Perez was the name Dame Dash refused to say in this Breakfast Club interview.
What's it? Has certain friends to talk about no more where I'm from.
Around that same time, Jay-Z and Perez spearheaded Rock Nation's Prison Reform Initiative with Meat Mill. I guess their hard work paid off, because on the 19th of January 2021, this list was released. Desiree Perez's criminal past had just been wiped clean by the outgoing president, Donald Trump.
So there's a federal informant on the top of the CEO, the Rock Nation C. I don't know how to incorporate this, except that Trump's a part of it, right? There's a lot to this, man. Here's more. So this was the Ice Cube thing, but Young Miami has also been accused of being a sex worker for Diddy. So there's a lot of these icons, a lot of the icons, we've seen Justin Bieber right there. They're all working for each other. Just like how um who was that producer that just accused Diddy uh that new producer, becoming a new producer in 30 year old. You know what I'm talking about? Nah.
The producer, I think that's really trying to. I think the Cassie thing that brought light to the situation, but when his producers started speaking out, that really
Oh yeah, the Cassie thing is
shine
is
more
is
light on the
already,
situation.
they're already going through trial for that for sure. But then there's also another producer. Shit, and then there's another girl. Now here's another piece right here, I guess. Um, people are saying that there's a common denominator of Epstein and P Diddy, and that they were all together. Maybe the handler of Rachel Chandler should be looked into. Um, yeah, so the handler of Rachel Chandler is involved with Epstein and Diddy.
Hmm. So basically, the
Jeez,
same thing that happens with the
jeez, bro.
politicians and the honeypots
So
and
about
stuff is happening in the music industry. The same exact thing.
that is what people were saying, is that isn't that what 50 Cent was saying, that Diddy was there for a honeypot? Diddy's been used as a honeypot, pretty much.
It seems like it. Blackmail these people, and so you got them under your thumb, and
There's a lot more. Yeah, yeah. Guys, it is about 11 o'clock ish, near 11 o'clock on the West Coast. If you guys would like to go ahead, like, subscribe, share, donate down below. There are donation links down below. I am looking to get eye surgery this year, so if you guys go ahead and help me get that covered, and cover some of the costs that um, you know, I'm going to be looking into. It's just like 12,000, because I have some pretty bad eyes, and it's a lot. I'll be real. It's kind of a lot of weight on my shoulders. But if you guys can go ahead and donate, that'd be much appreciated. And yeah, let's go ahead and get back to programming right here. So it's not just Diddy, man. There was that movie about the Nickelodeon stuff. I don't know if you had seen that. I kind of watched
I
a
didn't get
little
to
bit
see
of
it
it.
yet.
Did you see all that stuff with Dan Schneider? And
Heard
yeah, it was
about it.
pretty interesting. All the iCarly stuff, and that dude had a fetish for feet, but not just that. There's there was another actor. There was four actors, right? There was a older teen boy, and then there was the girls and the kids, and there was the older teen boy was always trying to help them. And it came out later in interviews, like he was always trying to intervene, and like trying to stand up for them, and like trying to stop Dan Schneider's like pervertedness on them. And it's like he's being looked at like a hero. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. At least that part is come to light. um there's even this right here, August 25th, 2022, Nickelodeon Zoe's 101, Alexa Nicolas stands to expose the claims on pedophilia. She also says Dan Schneider is a man of sickness, which is probably why he's getting exposed. Probably definitely pretty sick. Um, that whole thing, it's I seen this meme where it showed Nickelodeon as a small shark, and then Disney as a big shark, and then the whole industry as the great white shark, and it's like, yeah, what we're seeing with Nickelodeon, Disney, and all this industry, it's like these things are all just a they're all part of each other. Um, Pretty crazy, man. Right here. Have you ever heard about the whole fake shares thing? Uh, so there's a 7-minute video on my Twitter, guys. That this guy, I think his name, well, the account is Thrilla the Gorilla, but he reposted a video from TikTok about how the stock market is full of a lot of fake shares, and there's nothing really we could do about it. Also, quick hitter that you guys can go ahead and check out on my Twitter over at 509 Divine Pines. The song Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm not going to play it, but I'm just going to read it. It's the edge of the. Here. I'll probably get copyright if I play the audio.
Yes, it's the Red Hot Chili Peppers song.
So let me read it for you. And the lyrics are pretty interesting because, like, it's from 25 years ago, but psychic spice
I remember
steal
when
from
that came out.
China, or psychic spice from China steal your isolation. Little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotations. It's the edge of the world and all of the Western civilization. The sun may rise in the east, but at least it settles in a final location. Flat Earth. Pay your surgeon very well to break the spell of aging. Celebrity skin, is this your chin or is that the war you're waging? Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Space is fake. Cobain, can you hear the spheres singing songs off the station? And all the winds not far away is Californication. Born and raised by those who praise control of population. Well, everybody's been there, and I don't mean on vacation. So one thing is interesting when he said Cobain, can you hear the music bouncing off sphere to spheres? Is that recently with telescopes is that stars have been looking like spheres, musical spheres, just like the way that the Bible describes them. The stars came down, or the chariots of fire and their sphere patterns. But hey, man, it's about 2 hours, dude, and I think we should go ahead and save it for another day. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up.
Yes, sir. It was a good show, Joseph.
You
Thanks
got
for
any
having me
last
on.
words
Appreciate you.
about P
It
Diddy or
was a
about the
pretty.
Baltimore
I'm at this point. I'm
or
ready to
anything?
denounce. I'm ready to denounce hip hop and be done with it. I'm pretty disgusted. I'm ready to denounce hip hop, entertainment altogether. It's all bad. I'm disgusted.
Yeah, man. The more I've been coming to church, the less I've been interested in all that dark stuff. And you should find a Calvary Chapel church around your area, and I promise you, it's a non-denominational. It'll be very good. It'll be very truthful and honest. So I'm pretty sure they're nationwide. I'm pretty sure you can find one. Um, the hip hop industry is great. It's psych. We thought it was great, right? We all said this as a
Fuck
kid.
hip hop.
We're like, the music industry is great. The movie industry is great. I want to be an idol. I want to be a celebrity.
Want to be a
Man,
rapper?
that's what we would say, right? I want to be an actor. But now, bro, now we look at it, and yeah, that's the farthest thing I want to be, and that's the farthest thing I want to lay my eyes upon or my ears upon. Like I'd rather be, in nature. As you see, I've been hiking a lot. On my Instagram, I've been posting the pictures. Been out there on the hikes. It's nice. Been out there in the world. Just traveling, living life in my garden a little bit. Yeah, it's in. You know, I find this peaceful life. Some people will say this is boring because I'm not out there partying and clubbing all day, and I'm not getting drunk and stupid and drugged up and like, man, I don't need that, bro. I don't need what Hollywood
Mm.
provides. I don't need that sex, drugs, rock and roll. As long as I got like, my 2 feet my two little dogs, some good food, my family, my friends, a little bit of good weed, the Bible, God, and the support system around me that God's providing. Then like that's all I need, man. Yeah, like life's peaceful now that we're all realizing like Alex Jones wasn't crazy this whole time. Like I mean it respectively. There was times where I thought like, man, this dude's saying some crazy shit, but like all these people, even Andrew Tate, man, Andrew Tate, some of these people, Kanye West, bro, like I understand that there is some darkness to Kanye. Kanye can be a closet Luciferian, but he's also battling something mentally and spiritually. You can tell, like he knows he fucked up, and he's going through it. But he's also like trying to expose some things, and all these other people out there who are going through it, like and saying some very powerful messages that are truth. David Icke, Graham Hancock, Randall Carlson, a lot of these people who are speaking the truth. Like it may be a lot to handle. The world may be ruled by some demons, but also there's angels and God above us, helping us. And it may be a lot to hear these things sometimes, but the more that we accept reality, the stronger we get, and the more that we can help, the more that we can do, the faster we go, the better life gets. I think the world's fed up, and I think the world is opening up and waking up.
Most definitely.
It's undoubtedly been more like I've seen normal people ask about like conspiracies on the daily now, and it's like, what do you? And I'm like, huh? Like the people are asking and wondering now, and it's not just a facade or a fake thing anymore. It's like, hold on, people know something's up and fishy with the news. Like, I constantly get told by just whenever I'm at the gym or different places that church or just different places anywhere. It doesn't matter where I'm at. People are questioning. People are saying things out in the open. I'm over at lunch or dinner or getting coffee. People are saying things. People are out in the open. I'm over um, with family or and friends. It's the same thing. Like the world is uh, madly questioning things, and I think now's the time to go ahead and follow us more. We will have more in store for you guys. Yeah, yeah, man. This has been a great episode, bro. Appreciate
Oh yeah,
appreciate.
for sure, for sure. We gotta do this again soon.
Yeah, yeah. I tomorrow same time. We'll see what's up. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, we'll see. Let them know where they can find you and what you got going on.
um, just living life, bro. Day to day, working, paying bills, and trying to not get consumed by the darkness that's around us. It's a lot of it. Trying to stay positive. Find me on Twitter. Find me on Earth still.
On Earth still. This guy, yeah. I hope you stay on Earth, bro. I mean, don't be fighting off with no alien baddies up into Mars or something.
Hey, that's what I'm
Find out
talking
they
about.
have some Martian kids and shit. Bro. Um, everyone out there, thank you guys for being here. Like, subscribe, share. There are multiple coupon links down below. You guys can go ahead and check out Boomer Boost for your best vitamin supplements, nutrients, a world class barley blend made with a uh, ionic storm charge. So, um, yeah, it's just supercharged. No other way to say it. Go ahead, check them out over at Boomer Boost. Use coupon code Joe30 for 30% off your order. Also, if you would like, go ahead check out shopc60.com for Nobel Prize winning C60 blend, a carbon 60 um, molecule blend. You know what, guys? These guys have won the Nobel Prize for how amazing this oil can be, as far as its antioxidant properties, its healing properties, a way it boosts your energy and replenishes your carbon cells and gets you revitalized. There's no other oil like it that I've found. Whenever I need a boost and I want to be sharper than ever, I use C60, and you guys can go ahead and use coupon code 509 Divine Pines for 10% off your order. Thank you guys for being here. See you guys later. See you guys next time on the 509 Divine Pines podcast. Peace. I love you guys. Be blessed and be high. See ya.